All right, everybody. Oh, I wanted to do a update. I hadn't done one in a while. I actually did one, and then I accidentally deleted the footage. Anyway, but it's getting cooler here, and I got some onions planted. So these are uh, Egyptian walking onion. So that's what I got planted there. Still got peppers there. A little okra over there, but okra's dying out because it's getting cooler. Um, my sweet potato vines are everywhere, but this is what I really wanted to show you. So this is sorrel. It's in the hibiscus family. Uh, Same family as okra. That's why the leaves look similar, but not the same. Um, and these are the little calyxes that grow on there. Aren't they pretty? And there'll be a seed pod in the middle, but you can kind of see there's some all the way down the stem, like at each leaf node. There's some. And the reason why I decided to grow this, oh wow, look, this one has a little flower. See, it looks kind of like okra. It has a flower coming out. That's the first flower that I've noticed. I hadn't noticed any other ones. It's the first time I'm seeing that. See, I got okra there that I probably need to harvest, and plenty of weeds. So yeah, but see, here's an okra leaf. That one's kind of butchered. There's an okra leaf. There's this leaf. So yeah, they are related, but on this one, you use the calyx part of it and not the actual seed pod, because okra, that's the actual seed pod. And you make a drink out of this called kobo, if I'm not mistaken. But they drink it a lot in Africa and in the Caribbean, so I wanted to try it. Plus, it's pretty to me. I like the color. Anyway, sweet potatoes. We had a really good rain yesterday. I don't know if you can see that. Washed a little of the dirt off of that sweet potato. But I should have some sweet potatoes in there, hopefully. I'm gonna just kind of do this quick. It's kind of getting cool. The day of the flip-flop is coming to an end, so soon I'll have to wear shoes. I had actually had some chard to make it through the summer. How you like that? My kale made it through the summer too. I think my mouse melon is finally conking out. That's a little bit of it, but I think it's finally quitting on me. My celery actually made it. One of them died. This one made it through the summer. Still got tomatoes. Had a couple of them to ripen up. Some big ones ripen. The jungle is still alive. My tomatoes turned into an absolute jungle. I got some peppers down in here, and these are actually, I figured out they're not Jimmy Nardello, they're Anaheims. And they didn't get very big because I actually planted them in a not so hot spot. So I'll take these. Since I planted them in a not so hot spot, they didn't do great, but they are making peppers. This one has 2 peppers on it there, and then I got some over there. Here's another pepper plant here. See, when I planted them in the middle of the tomatoes, they kind of got shaded out, but they grew really tall and long so they could reach the sun. And they're still making peppers, so I'll take it. My Bradford didn't do anything, no melons. But my other watermelon is actually vining out, and this is what's funny. This melon is actually got a little melon down there, so I don't know if it'll have enough time to do anything. But my other watermelon, it branched out and has some flowers on it. Who knows if it'll do anything? I'm just going with the flow here at this point. I'm too nice of a person to kill anything. That looks like a decent tomato in there. You guys see that? Let's see. Wasn't quite on the other side, but the side that was getting some sun looks pretty good. I'd say it's edible. That's my call, but I probably eat a lot of things you shouldn't eat. Looks like this might be another. No, that one's not too hot. Then I had this melon plant that I don't know, it just started growing really good all of a sudden. No melons though. It's fun to watch stuff grow sometimes though. Let's see about this one. This is a good one. There you go. They're not too huge this time of year, but they still taste good. But it's kind of tomatoes all in there. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. Birds been pecking them, squirrels been getting them. And I've been had tomatoes all year. I'm fine if a few things get them. I had some worms on this, and I saw them about a week ago, and they absolutely just decimated. This is collard greens. It's one that I had from last year. It's still living on, but we got such a hard rain, and then the birds came out, and I think the birds may have gotten them because I don't see them. And if you look in the middle, these haven't been touched. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. Continue growing. I planted onions in some other places. They're not coming up yet. When they come up, I'll update you. This is Rapunzel. She has just, you can't even see the planter in there. There are 2 planters in here. You can barely see them. And she's planted in the next one over, and she just grew all over here. I'll be honest and say I kind of neglected this a bit. When you don't water Rapunzel very much, or it could also be because it's late in the season, I don't know, the taste for me wasn't too hot. I'll try this one. Yeah, I think it's the water because it rained yesterday, and now they taste fine. But I had kind of been neglecting them, and I'd come out here and taste them, and they were horrible. They were like really bitter. I was like, ugh. And they were very hard, and they weren't juicy inside. They were like dry. So yeah, probably just because I was watering enough to keep them alive. But I'm probably gonna save a lot of those seeds and do like I said before. People who want seeds, I'll give them out. I planted some onions in there. They haven't come up yet. These were my cucumbers were. I planted those peppers a while ago. Same ones, Anaheim's on those. And then here's my strawberries. Something funny with these. I forgot that these were alpine strawberries. Still got a couple of flowers in there. And I kept saying, why won't the strawberries get red? They turn white and then they shrivel up and fall off the thing. I was like, what's wrong with these berries? They're not getting red. Forgot they were alpine berries. Alpine berries don't get red, they're white. And so when I finally figured that out, ooh, I got another pepper ready. This is what happens when you don't have decent, you can't concentrate. Anyway, when I figured that out, I tasted some when they were white. Oh my God. Alpine strawberries are so good. If you've never tried them, give them a try. They're not too sweet, and they're just the right amount of tartness and juicy. So my little watermelon that was over here. This is him. I don't think he's gonna get much bigger. I know he got that little black spot on him, but it's not rotten. It's very firm. Yeah, he didn't rot out on me. But the plant, I mean, I still got some good leaves out there, but all the rest of the plant has kind of died off. And this is the little tendril right next to, it's not completely brown, but it's brown out that way. It's browning off all of this stuff that's right next to where it connects. So I'm gonna wait for that to do what it does, and then I'll make an attempt to cut that watermelon off. And even though it's not that big, I'm gonna cut him open. I'm gonna see what he tastes like. Surely it won't kill me. So over here, it's kind of the same old, nothing new. The peach trees are getting ready to drop their leaves. The orange tree is still doing good. You see the oranges there and there. I think there are about 6 on this tree, I think. That's 1. That's 2. This one was hiding. I didn't see this one for a long time. 3. It's a little smaller. And then if I come around to the other side, there's two on one branch. This is 4. Oh my God. 5, 6, 7, 8. If you guys can see those. There's 3 on one branch. God, it's like really weighing that branch down. Wow. That tree's carrying some fruit to be that little. Anyway. And it put out this shoot with these huge leaves. These leaves are way bigger than the other leaves. Like this is the other leaves. This are these. See how big they are? About twice the size. Kumquat tree, doing what it normally does, you know. Full of fruit. I'm not going to count these because it's probably, you know, there's no telling how many on here. Probably 100 or more. Herbs. Got parsley in there. Rosemary. Had some basil down there, but I think my season's running out on basil. Got some thyme here. Thyme wasn't looking too good, but it kind of bounced back a little bit. This parsley just keeps going. I planted it once and it just reseeds itself. The pear tree, you know, the trees are just doing what they do. It was funny because my pears are blossoming, which I'll take that. That's fine with me. Does anybody know, I didn't think pears put on blossoms this time of year. There's more than one. Oh, crap. There's a pear up there. Can y'all see that? Let's see if I can get it. Y'all see him? I know the sun, I'm kind of backlit here. But right there at the tip of the finger, that thing's set. Which is interesting. Maybe this is some type of pear that blooms at some other time of year. I don't know. Show you guys the aloe vera. I hadn't showed them to you in a while. They got huge on me. Not sure why. Well, aloe vera. I guess they like their surroundings, I guess. Oh, wow, it's really dark in here. What's happening? Something's happening. I don't know what's happening. Let me fix this. Fan this up. Fix it.